Here's my review of Dr. Stone, Chapter 124, Inventions of Gods and Devils. And chapter starts off where the last one ended out. Mose is doing a very good job terrifying the villagers, making them think there's some great grand army of devils out there attacking them. And Urashi's story is certainly helping with that. He's basically painting this tale of 1,000 armed men who attacked him, and how they had magic sorcery that shot at him, and all this because he's as Jen says, a strong braggart who will totally exaggerate his tale to make himself look better, which, yes he did. You are very good at reading people, Jen. So the plan is basically this. They're going to, keep doing this, bring up some fear, some anxiety, some tension. Mose is going to say, "Oh, I saw the people on that cliff over there," where Jen and Senku already have everything set up. They'll go in to attack, and then Kurosami say, "All right, I have to use the ancient weapon of science to take them out here and now," but then the drone will come in and steal it. Yay! Of course, this leads to a very, very big problem. Well, possibly two, because it looks like Ibarra is a little hesitant about this whole plan. Like, something doesn't seem right here. Maybe I should take the weapon myself, or something along those lines. That could definitely be a potential problem down the line, but the main problem is that once they have Petrification Beam, Mose will betray them, murder all of them, and steal the weapon for himself, making him the god of the entire village. So, yeah. Problematic. I mean, I'm guessing the only real way they could, he wouldn't kill them is if he couldn't understand the device. He's like, "All right, now teach me how to use this sorcery here, and then I won't kill you." And then, of course, he'll just kill them. So, to take out Mose, they come up with a new plan, and to make an ultimate weapon that can take him out. And, I just love Chrome's interpretation of this ultimate weapon. It's like a four-sided knife, which, no, how would that take out anybody? I was literally thinking of a child or someone who's played too many video games. Though I have actually played many games where a weapon very similar to that is what I end up using. Anyway, the actual weapon is something very familiar to us of the modern age, with Senku saying that even prisoners have managed to make them themselves from do-it-yourself parts, which, that's true. I've actually heard many stories of prisoners being able to put one of these things together. And what is this thing? What is this grand invention? It's a gun. So, yeah, that's concerning. It also has a mercury-based detonator made of nitric acid, mercury, and alcohol, which just... oh my freaking god, that is so terrifying. That's literally the most explosive thing I can think of that a human being could possibly make, and, yeah, so I would try to find something other than that to use for the gun, just saying, but, whatever. And, of course, the big oaf gets really depressed about all this, thinking, "Hey, remember 3 years ago when we left? We had to resort to this, and I didn't feel good about it back then. I don't feel good about it now." But Senku's like, that was 3 years ago. We've grown since then. This would just be used as a bluff, really." Senku even ends up describing it as an invention of gods and devils, something used by heroes and villains of stories the world round. But, of course, they're only known as heroes because they killed all the villains who could tell their own story. And Ukyo is, he's not happy with this. And just gotta love Ryu stepping in like, "Oh, don't be silly. This isn't about platitudes or moral. If we start killing people, then their friends and family will come and kill us." It's only logical, which, yes, great logic there. Don't kill people or else their family and friends will come kill you. Which works for me. I'm pretty sure that's how all society worked before we started bringing in laws and rules and stuff like that. And of course, Senku tries to calm the nerves. It's more of a tranquilizer gun. It's no barreling, it's no rifling, it's fine. I mean, it could barely even hit someone. If it does, it won't kill them. And if it does, we can just turn them to stone and bring them back. Yay! Which, Grimm, I theorized this a while ago, this would be like their ultimate Deus Ex Machina, like what Shaman King did, where essentially it's like any wound you get, even if you're near death, you can just instantly be turned to stone and back in, you're fine. A little weird to see how this series ends up using that, but we'll have to see. Now, the next problem is that they have no one around who can actually use a gun. Well, they do, but not the best choice. Good old Yo. A former cop, so he probably has some experience with guns. Of course, he's also a villain, so that's problematic. Thankfully, they have their own little monster on hand. Good old Amaryllis forcing herself to blush and then go over and flirting with him. "Oh, you're so big and cool." And thankfully he hasn't been around for all this, so he doesn't know Amaryllis is the most terrifying woman on the freaking planet. He then explains how he regularly starts shooting people in the street every time he saw a baddie, which I don't think that's what cops are supposed to do. I'm not a cop, but that doesn't sound quite right to me. Anyway, he picks up the gun and starts firing at the bottles he has lying around, and I'm not gonna lie, he looks pretty freaking badass in this scene. I mean, his dramatic pose, holding the gun with one hand, it's just very impressive. Of course, he misses every bottle he tries to fire at, but he, by absolute chance, manages to hit a snake, and the rest of them think, oh, he was shooting at that poisonous snake the whole time. Yeah, you're really good. Wow, that was amazing. And he's like, don't blab, don't tell them that you were actually shooting at the bottles, don't tell them. And I'm like, oh god, this is gonna end so badly. Seriously, I just see this ending so badly, like him firing all 6 shots at Mozu, who is like strong and fast enough where I doubt, they could actually get a good shot on him while he's running. So, yeah, that gun's not going to do a whole lot of good for them. In fact, there's a good chance Ibarra or Mozu or somebody is going to end up getting it and turning it against them. Honestly, after everything Amaryllis has done, I could definitely see her just betraying the whole team and saying, now I own the harem. Why she would do that, I have absolutely no idea, but possibilities. I'm also worried about Ibarra. He definitely looked concerned when Mozu and the girl said that they were both going to go fight him. So it could be he's a little worried about all this and is going to take the weapon for himself so that he can use it to defend the master if anything happens. Well, to defend the master if anything happens, while at the same time just trying to defend himself. So they basically in a situation where they have to take out Kirasami and Mozu at the same time, while neither of them actually have the weapon, which that'd definitely be problematic. I'm not really sure where they go from there, but just have to wait and see. Let me think in the comment section down below. Will Ibarra outwit them? Will Mozu betray them? Will Yo be able to hit the blind side of a bar? Let me know. Be sure to like, subscribe. Until next time,
peace.